Well, a few weeks ago, I posted some information here on my video blog in reference to the fiscal cliff. It was from CBS Market Watch, and it defined the fiscal cliff. Today, I want to talk to you about what the reality of the fiscal cliff is to you, the retiree, and the investor. First and foremost, the term fiscal cliff is a liberal, politically motivated, and misleading term meant to scare the daylights out of us. The economy will not fall out of any cliff on January 1st, as we've been led to believe, and no matter what the president told us a few days ago, there will still be Christmas this year, despite the expiration of tax cuts and the automatic spending cuts in federal spending. For almost all of us, the first week of 2013 will look no different than the last week of 2012. What we do know about the supposed fiscal cliff is that in some ways it's become difficult to plan for some things. As the sale of a business or the short-term sale of a business, some estate planning concerns, short-term and intermediate-term expenditures by some companies, but it has affected us personally, or personal expenditures and how we behave. But believe me, that these concerns are more rooted in the clear uncertainty of our state of the current economy and the lack of clear direction, rather than the possibility of there being any additional taxes next year. So the way I like to see the fiscal cliff is that by no way is it Niagara Falls. It's more like, if you can envision, it's more of looking at the bathtub in your bathroom and watching it fill up slowly. And on or about January 1st, it can possibly spill over the edge, and over time, if not taken care of, can possibly flood your kitchen. But in no way, again, is it Niagara Falls. I heard it characterized the other day, or compared to the other day, as simply water torture. So, so far as for January 1st, what does it mean to you? Well, nothing. It's meaningless. But as an investor, it's important that we step away, because I find myself in the same situation too, that we step away from Fox News, that we step away from Sean Hannity, Glenn Beck, Rush Limbaugh, and relax a little bit. Because no matter what is happening in the economy, it's always important to understand that the markets as a whole are random, they're unpredictable, and they're efficient. Investors, as well as many financial advisors and investment gurus, think that they can weave their way in and out of good and bad information. They believe that somehow there's some sort of bell or sign from the heavens that tell us what to do, and have some amazing returns with, of course, little or no risk. But the facts are that there isn't. There is no sign. You might ask yourself, now what, Richard? What do we do then? Well, if you're one of our clients, then don't panic, because we've prepared for these very things. If you're retired, well, the question is always, are your withdrawals being done at a reasonable amount? Okay, do you have a plan that is more concerned about the reliability of your income rather than the return of your investment? And if not, then you should have one. But if you are a client and you're retired, you have one. But again, if you are a client, you have to understand that these declines have been factored in, or possible declines have been factored in to your plan. In addition, we must also understand that throughout history, and even as we become possibly a more socialist country, the markets have always shown to be resilient, because people and corporations and workers and consumers, we always find a way. Right now, short-term business, workers, consumers have begun to prepare for the changes, and there'll be more changes to come. And as more information is processed, then we become more used to it, and we find the way. However, no matter what government does, you have to understand that, and have to see that, again, history has shown that we always find a way. And before I let you go, I want to make sure to read rule number 44 of my book, that states, admit that you are powerless. After you build a prudent plan and diversified portfolio, accept that you have no control over markets or your return. Free markets work long term, but their natural volatility appears chaotic in the short run. Accept your powerlessness over this and let discipline and diversification carry the day. So people, again, we worry a lot about things that we simply can't control. The solution, let's focus on things that matter to you and can be influenced by your behavior. And let's forget the rest. So I'll see you next time on Financial QB TV.